I'd say halfway steadily through this. So I got a lot of the wires ran. I ran my flush mount. The thing about YXZs, guys, is they don't make flat spots in this machine. It's all pretty much ergonomic / aerodynamics. I mean, everything is rounded. So this is the closest I could get, and it fit real well. I got it mounted in right there, so it'll look good like that. Right now, I have all my wires ran down this tunnel up into right here. As you can see, the audio filter's hooked up, and that's going to go into the back of the radio and the intercom, the antenna, and push to talks, or one push to talk. I gotta move that passenger side, and the intercom system, headset, mic, boom, whatever. Not too bad. Just trying to fish everything through. The antenna wire, surprisingly, is not as long as I thought it was going to be. I honestly thought it'd be way longer, and not terrible. I got to get the radio, which I'll show you guys something about that I recently got from Rugged, and here's the radio, guys. You don't see too many people online talking about this, but this is called a Baja sock that Rugged sells. They manufacture, that has it's a neoprene, and it helps shed water or create from this thing kind of getting wet or whatnot. It doesn't sweat. It sheds water off of it, and pretty much the purpose of this is just, if you're running an open area to where you need protection on your intercom and radio system, because these aren't cheap. This is what you need to get. I advise it. It's an extra layer of protection, security on your device, on your equipment, and the fits well. So these are my plugs for the hook into the audio filter. That's the ground, and then I'll run the antenna in there that goes to this side, and then my power wires, which I need to get hooked up. So other than that, I mean, pretty cool little design. I really like it. Not bad at all. And that's what I'm working towards. I'm making a dent. Just a lot of constant finding where I'm going to find areas. Like I got a bunch of this right here. I'm going to cut this off because I have an existing power and ground that I'm going to wire right into it for the switch. And then this is going to get mounted onto that top plate right here, which is super cool. Variable switch. And then start feeding in and kind of clean up the whole wiring situation. That's the goal, at least. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I am currently trying to figure out how I'm gonna run this push to talk in there from the back. I have an idea. I just need to get it in there. Which I think I found my there we go. That worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to be. the other push to talk. That is great. And I'll zip tie this around like that. There you go. Zip tie it. That's getting covered up with all that plate and everything. So that'll work great. So pretty much I got everything where I need it. I just need to pretty much got everything where I need it. I just need to now kind of just start zip tying wires up and getting it to where it looks a lot better, where it's cleaned up. I mean, I got the antenna where I want it. The fresh air system is the plug I got ran back there. So I'm kind of slowly but surely moving. That's a good thing. And then I ran the push to talk here. Got it wrapped around. It's right here like this. I'll wrap it. Like so. And I'll zip tie this right here. And I'll do another zip tie. Right here. Like that. So when I turn the steering wheel, it keeps it like that, which is a good deal. So that's kind of the process of what's going on right now. We got push talks wrapped, and I need to move that a little bit more closer to me with my thumb. About right there ought to be good. So now I have easy access to, and I can still grip my steering wheel and not have that in the way. So I like that. It looks good. I'll bring back an update when I'm starting to put this stuff back together. It's just hard. Got my focus on trying to get all this stuff done and done. I hope you guys are doing all right. This is day 2 of getting everything. I worked pretty hard last night and kind of got lost track and should have been filming, but this is what I've gotten done so far. I got the Mac M3 wired up. Actually, I gotta hook the power up to it, but that's where it's sitting right there. And it's got there, and here's the hanger for the hose right up there. I have my jack port mounted right there, and then all the wiring is all zip tied down in here up along this loom right here. And what I did is I took the antenna, because this plate, this comes off, and I put it in between the two pans right there and routed it to where it wasn't coiled up. And like everybody says, it's very important not to coil up your antenna cable. These things take off a lot of heat, and you want to keep the constant flow just going straight from point A to point B instead of looping around and creating a ground. And then right here is my conjunction mess of wiring, audio filter, and the switch panel, which I'll be working on next. But I do have the radio and the intercom installed, mounted. It definitely not going to go anywhere, as you can see. It's everything's plugged in, all the push to talks, all the headset jacks, everything's there. Now I just got to hook it up into here, and I think I'm going to hook the rheostat. I really am thinking about mounting it right there. I think that'll look good. I think that's my my goal, is to have it right there so I can have everything at the front, my hands. I don't have to worry about anything. So I think that's the goal. That's what I'm going to do. And just put wires down in there. So that is going to be the agenda for the day. They don't Yamahas, they use every bit of their availability space. They don't leave you a whole lot of room to maneuver stuff, and although working on it is easy, it's not hard, but installing new stuff, a bit of a challenge. I did, test everything, make sure it works, and then a lot of people you don't ever hear this a whole lot on the internet. A lot of people don't understand, when you're turning on your radio for the very first time, make sure your antenna's hooked up. Do not turn your radio on without your antenna hooked. It'll mess the frequencies up, because when this thing comes on, it's registering radio frequencies and stuff, from what I've read, or not read, but been told. So that's a little FYI tip. And then here's the antenna, and I angled it going this way towards the center, so when I'm coming around trees and stuff like that, this thing will be pretty well out of harm's way. My LED whips are going to be going right here, so it's not going to be in line with that. And the reason why I had to go here and I can't go here is because the bar mount I got with this is not going to fit this. It's too small. This is an 1 7/8. These are like a 2-inch or bigger bars. But I mean, other than that, everything went in like clockwork. Should have no problem with anything. Doing well. I'm kind of excited to start wiring up the switches. Get my SSV all there, but we're on a downhill slope, guys. It's kind of pretty much just plugging and playing and hooking up to the battery. That's about it. I will record a little bit of me hooking up some of this stuff. It's hard to just get my phone in a different angle, or a right angle, I guess you could say. And as you can see, I'm all rugged out. Work, race, play, guys. Hashtag communications. With the shirt. I thought it'd be fitting because I'm working on it today, or been working on it, I should say. So I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. I hope you guys are having tons of fun. So I have the rugged radio officially installed now. I thought I'd show you guys real quick. It turns it on. Turns it on. Everything works. Turns red. And I'm talking in my mic right now, so pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about it. I have this right here hooked up. The speed controller for the AC, or the helmet blower system. It's all installed right here, but everything's with quick, easy access. So I mean, I couldn't be any more happier. And I'll kind of give you an idea of what's going on. I have to clean up that wiring in there. That was fun. just literally I gotta slap everything back together now. I mounted this right here just because in my eyes, and I'm copying Dandy Off-Road on this one, but it makes a lot of sense when you're driving. Less dust, cooler air because it's underneath here, and it's just a lot easier, a lot less just a lot less the elements can clog it up or whatnot, I guess. My thinking. Hit all the wires down the tunnel, up in there. The switch panel, everything works on it. This one, that's that light bar. That's the top light bar. And that's the reverse lights right there, as you can see. They're working. So it's pretty much everything works, and then you know, you push this button key on, and then that turns the SSV on. So if you want to, kind of one of those deals. If you don't want to, don't have to. 12-volt outlet. So yeah, pretty much the project is pretty much done. It's taken me all day yesterday and all day today to kind of just get a real good game plan on what I want, how I'm doing with this stuff, and now it's all come to light. I'm pretty stoked about it. Everything is there and good to go. And again, you guys really, if you guys ever looking into getting into communications, definitely check out Rugged. They're a family. They're super cool people, super awesome. So hope everybody's doing good. Sorry I didn't get a lot of filming of me tearing into this and working my butt off, but you know, this is what happens when you're working by yourself. You just get focused and want the job done. So I can't see. Blind guy out. She's all done. Every bit of it. Rugged, everything's installed. Got the front all back together, all the wiring, everything looks good. So I'll give you a little brief summary. So that's the Mac M3 helmet fresh air system, which is mass air controlled. So this is a hose hanger. I'll take this off and I'll stick it in my helmet right here. And it extends 500 feet out if you want it, figuratively. But when you're done with it, riding, just bring it back into this. I do need to change some emblems, but that won't be no big deal. So it just sets like that, rest. Then I have my jack mount right here. It's hard bolted in, so passenger, driver. And then here's the brains of the operation. So this panel I got from Bry Guy, I utilize it. As you can see, it's on top there. It's not going nowhere. So this one right here turns the Rugged on, as you can hear. The intercom, push to talk works. Red. This is both the helmet kits, and there's the digital, all new digital radio. And then this one turns that light bar on. This is for the other light bar, but I gotta find out what's wrong with it. That's my reverse lights. As you can see, it's glowing. And then here's the variable speed controller, which is right here. And I mounted it right here. It did pretty good about hiding wires. Mounted it right here so it could just be in front of me and I could flip it wherever I need it. And then it's wired into my key, so when I turn the ignition on, then this will power up, and when I turn it off, it cuts the power off of it. And that's kind of my choice. It's what I wanted, as same as this one. The blue LED will come on the top, but when the power's on, this deal. It says whatever it says. I can't see it. So, and then everything SB is right here, and then that, and then 12 volt outlet, and then your auxiliary port if you want to use it for anything. And on the side here, I put the magic magnet mount for the actual handheld mic. So I put it on that side just because I don't want anything protruding in my feet and around here. So all in all, got the door bags and door pads right there installed. This is where I've kept the mic and some other stuff. It was kind of a tricky install for the YXZ. Very tricky install for the YXZ. Not a whole lot of area. I had to get creative a couple times, but this is the antenna, and I mounted it right here. And the reason why it's mounted at an angle going out towards the center, if you look at it, it's slanted open. It's going towards the center of my ride, because when I'm running through trees and stuff, by the time it gets to the tip right there, it should be cleared. And if I do hit it, you know, it's just gonna flex down that much right there. It's not gonna be a big issue. And so that's where the antenna is mounted at. And then my whips go right here and on that side, so it shouldn't interfere in it. So not too bad. I need to put the rugged sticker on. I think I'm gonna put it right here. That's where it's gonna go, on the both sides. And again, guys, love the product, and it speaks for itself. It's a well-engineered, well-built communications. And I put the helmet on and turned the variable speed on, the Mach 3. Oh man, that's I don't think I'll ever ride without a helmet again. I mean, it's a whole new world, different ball game. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So like, subscribe, leave a comment, guys. I will respond. I hope everybody's doing good, and just remember, live for something and die for nothing. Peace. I can't see. Blind guy out.